How's it going, databases? No Data here. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Roblox Assassin. We are back once again in the Halloween event for Assassin. We have done a lot in this event, guys. It has been absolutely insane, and there is still so much more to do. In the previous episode, we went ahead and finally finished up the candy shop and got all of the knives that are in part 2 of the event. So be sure to check out that video if you haven't done so. But guys, we are going to take another step forward to grow our inventory, and to do that we are going to take a look at the featured items. And as you can see right here, we have some new stuff to buy with Robux. So in part 1 we got the spooky bundle right here for 600 Robux, and in this bundle you get a brand new exotic knife called the Clown Bonk, a brand new exotic pet called the Jester, and you get a new knife effect called the Spooky Eyes. And part 2 added another item that you can buy with Robux, the Ghostwalker Mythic knife. And both of these are on sale for a limited time. Now, obviously, I was just going to make a video on the spooky bundle alone, but now that the Ghostwalker is added, I decided, you know what, why not just buy both of these? I'm just going to buy both of these for one video because, you know, they are just bundles and mythic knives, so there's not really too much to say about them individually. I mean, you guys probably don't want one video on just Ghostwalker, especially when there's not too much to say about this knife. So yeah, in this video, we're just gonna go ahead and buy both of them, and we're gonna try them out. We're gonna start with the spooky bundle, and then we're gonna move on to the Ghostwalker. As always, if you're excited for this episode of Assassin, be sure to drop a like on this video, and if you're new, be sure to subscribe for more Assassin videos in the future, because we still have a lot more to talk about for this event. All right, guys, and let's go ahead and get started. Again, we're gonna start with the spooky bundle. This was in part 1 of the Halloween event, and let's go ahead and buy the spooky bundle for 600 Robux. 3, 2, 1, and boom. There we go, guys. We just bought it, so it should be in my inventory now. And like always, we are going to go ahead and start with the knife effect. So we have another new knife effect for this event, the Spooky Eyes. Here it is on my knife right here. As you can see, we have some purple fog around the knife, and you can also see some red eyes appearing and disappearing around the knife. So again, it's sort of supposed to be, you know, they're spooky eyes. It makes sense. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and see what happens when you kill someone with this knife effect. All right, and as you can see, when you kill someone, their body completely disintegrates. It is just gone, and all that is left is the purple smoke and the spooky red eyes that appear and disappear around the body. So yeah, they just completely turn to dust. It is insane. That is honestly a really cool effect for this bundle. And guys, remember that buying the bundle is the only way to get this effect, and well, if you don't buy it, then it's gonna be gone forever because effects are not tradable. So that is something to keep in mind. So yeah, there's another look at it. You can see their body is there for a little while, but then it just completely disintegrates and they're just gone, and I just had to murder Chaos of Cosmos himself. Rest in peace, dude. So yeah, overall, this is a really cool effect. This might actually be my favorite effect out of the 3 that we've seen in this event. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the exotic pet. Here it is right here, the Jester, and as you can see, it is basically like a really dark and creepy Jack-in-the-Box. You can see that basically the entire pet is black and white. The box is black and white, the handle is, pretty much all the clothes on the clown is also black and white aside from the lipstick. And yeah, overall really creepy. You can see that the Jester just has a really creepy face, really creepy smile, and yeah, it's basically just a spooky Jack-in-the-Box that follows you around. This looks like something straight out of a horror movie, just something you can never ever escape from, you know what I mean? So yeah, overall, not much else to say about this pet. This can be pretty valuable in the future, but it does take a while for exotic pets to grow in value. So I'd imagine it's probably gonna be 2 exotics for quite a while, and it can go up eventually after a pretty long time, but it's gonna be a really, really long time. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take a while. But lastly, for this bundle, let's go ahead and move on to the exotic knife, the Clown Bonk. Here it is right here. And here it is on my side. And yeah, as you can see, it's basically a clown themed hammer. Obviously, these colors are supposed to vaguely represent a circus, you know, red and white, but obviously it's supposed to look a lot more creepy than that. You can see a lot of spikes around the hammer, which is really cool. That just makes this knife look a lot more deadly. You can also see on the sides of the hammer that we have a really creepy clown grin with like showing its its teeth. That's like a really creepy clown smile. That is honestly kind of insane. And of course, we also have a star on the top of the hammer as well. So yeah, again, this is a really creepy knife. I like the spikes around the hammer. It makes it look a lot more deadly compared to something like Bonk, where it's like, how does that kill people? But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and put the entire bundle together. So I have the knife equipped. Let's go ahead and equip the pet as well as the effect. And here is the entire bundle put together. And yeah, guys, here is the entire bundle put together. Again, this is just a really creepy bundle overall. The pet is creepy. The knife is creepy. I wouldn't call the effect creepy, but it is definitely like really dark and cool. You know what I mean? And I would say the effect does go pretty well with the knife. You don't really see these same creepy eyes on the clown. So, you know, it's a little bit out of place, but you know, I'd say for the most part, it does go together well. And yeah, guys, like most bundle knives, you know, this can end up being pretty valuable in the future, but it is a bundle knife, so it is going to take a while. Bundle knives are typically not all that valuable, and you know, this knife has been on sale for quite a while now, but you know, maybe in a few years this can end up being a pretty valuable knife. But, you know, I wouldn't count on it being super valuable anytime soon. So yeah, guys, that is the spooky bundle. But like I said, we do have one more knife that we can purchase with Robux. And this is actually a mythic knife for only 400 Robux. So this is actually really cheap. I mean, we got exotics with 600 Robux. And granted, there is more stuff. I mean, it's a bundle and this is just a normal knife. But still, a mythic for 400, that's pretty cheap. And yeah, this knife is the Ghostwalker mythic knife. So let's go ahead and buy this for 400 Robux. 3, 2, 1, and boom, there we go, guys. We just bought the Ghostwalker mythic, so let's go ahead and try that out. There it is, Halloween 2022, the Ghostwalker, and here it is on my side. Let's go ahead and try this thing out. All right, guys, so here it is, the Ghostwalker mythic knife, and as you can see, it is a plain white elegant sword that is actually transparent. So you can actually see through this knife, which almost makes it look like a ghost, which, you know, makes sense because it's called the Ghostwalker. And yeah, this knife is yet another reference to one of the old Roblox games called Sword Fight on the Heights. This is a really old Roblox game that was popular when I first started playing back in like 2011. And I think it was popular even before I joined Roblox. Ever since 2020, we've slowly been getting swords from Sword Fight on the Heights added into Assassin. So it first started in 2020 where we got the Illumina Dream Knife, and then later on we got the Dark Heart, and then later on we got some exotic swords like Firebrand, Venom Shank, and Linked, and then later on we got the Wind Force. But for the most part, it seems that the collection is almost complete. I think the only Sword Fight on the Heights sword that we are missing is the Ice Dagger, if I'm not mistaken. That was like a really tiny ice sword that would freeze people. Now the thing is, we already have an exotic knife called the Ice Dagger right here. You can get this by crafting it. So I really don't know how the Ice Dagger's sword is going to be implemented. Maybe it'll just be a different tier with the same name. But you know, typically two knives won't have the same name. They might be similar. So I don't know if Prisman's just going to change the names of certain knives to make it work, or if he's ever going to add the Ice Dagger sword at all. But our collection is almost complete. So, you know, we have Ghostwalker. This is another sword from Sword Fight on the Heights. So, you know, we're slowly completing the collection. We have most of the swords in the game at this point. And overall, it's pretty nostalgic. I mean, I feel like a lot of people who play Roblox nowadays probably don't even know that much about Sword Fight on the Heights. But, you know, it was fun back then. And, you know, for me personally, it's a really nice callback to have these swords in one of my most favorite Roblox games nowadays. So, yeah, that's another cool mythic sword. And it's really cool how you can see through it. I mean, we do have an effect that allows you to see through knives, and that is Ghostly. I don't know if Ghostly affects this knife at all. I'm not certain, to be honest. But obviously, the Ghostly effect is going to be really fitting for this knife, because I mean, you basically just have the Ghostly effect on this knife by default. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. We got the brand new bundle and the Ghostwalker, so that is awesome. And that's even more knives in this Halloween event. In the next episode of Assassin, we are going to go ahead and claim the brand new exotic in competitive mode, the Wicked Polearm. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be getting another new exotic. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Roblox Assassin. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and know those other things that YouTube people do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay purple.